Hey, welcome to Tuesday Night D&D with DM Kalsto.
Welcome,
And happy 4th of
everybody.
July, everybody.
Happy 4th of
Hello,
July.
everyone.
Not a bad day. Well, anyways, we do have a lot of fun things to do. So, quick recap of last time. We had just departed the new and improved version of the Muffin Man's Manor. However, you were a little bit dubious as those three individuals that looked rather troublesome had departed in the same direction you were hoping to go, so you decided to spend a few minutes to kind of put a gap between you and investigated a very interesting tree that you just couldn't quite get over your curiosity of. You investigated it, spoke to your sword, Dustin. Seems it was very dragon-like, but you were uncertain, and you guys did eventually, with almost very poor consequences and horrible things, did manage to take one of these smaller branches with a couple of leaves and take it away with you. Lou also had an interesting reaction when he was around the tree as well. But more or less after that, you guys decided it was time to move on and go to the task that Misfit had waited for all along, and you found Louis. As you found Louis, you did unfortunately send Pinch over to make him smaller so we can carry him around. But we did not really do much to double check that before we really approached it, and unfortunately it seems someone left a present behind for perhaps you guys, killing Pinch in the process. Simon tried to resurrect with no luck, and as a last-ditch effort, in more of a panic really, Lou immediately went into action and decided to give the transference of energy a little bit more of a go. With luck or skill, whatever you may want to call it, it seemed he was able to bring Pinch back to life, and you were able to continue on with your journey. You met an interesting... You would kind of call it a dragon? You're not exactly sure. It was very tiny, but seemingly someone's familiar that had dropped a package of very valuable things that you actually needed. You continued, and at Misfit's instinct, decided it was probably a good idea to maybe get out of the direct path of the floor and kind of go up along the hill, which seemed to be a very good idea. Not only on your path did you really avoid a couple of assassins that were looking for you, you also avoided some sort of very suspicious fog-like clouds that were down below. As you took advantage of the safety, you eventually did decide to cut back down to go to your immediate destination of the source of where this ritual should be. Unfortunately, you guys did get trapped within some vines. However, with Misfit's quick thinking, you did get out of that. Stuck inside, not sure what to do, Lou, you went to go see if there's any way to get out, and in the process, seemingly something from the outside destroyed some of these vines, allowing you guys to escape. As you kind of came out, that's where we left off. So what do you want to do?
I think
I want to go finish making my coffee. I'll be right back.
See?
We were getting.
Mario says his priority straight.
Yeah, we were leaving from that location.
Lou, pick a person, pick a person, pick a person.
Dustin.
D100. Yeah. Okay. You guys continue forward in the same direction you were heading previously?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yep.
Serena, because this is more of your thing, roll a d4.
1.
As you kind of escape and begin kind of moving out, you hear in the direction you're heading to another horn blast. Not quite as loud as the one prior, but you do hear another blast come out.
We should definitely keep quiet. Did it sound like it was coming from ahead of us or behind us?
Ahead of you. It sounds like it's coming from her home. Sounds like she blew the horn again. This time shorter and not quite as loud.
Possibly calling them back.
I think sending them to check on her trap.
That too. I mean, yeah. We should probably get out of here quick. Or
We'll pick up a bit,
All right.
using the fast without a trace to avoid leaving behind tracks.
Sure. And I believe we said Misfit and Serena were in front last I checked, or are we changing it up?
It was Misfit and Alex, wasn't it?
Oh, maybe that's where we left off. We can do that.
Something like that.
I mean, I have armor now.
And you also have a better survival modifier than any of us.
I mean, quite. We got to get their gear back. If we got their gear back, we'd be in much better situations.
yeah.
Survival. Go ahead and roll yours, Misfit. That's a 19 from Alexander.
Also a 19.
All right. With a successful survival check between the two of you, I need you to roll a d100.
Okay. Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely not ideal.
So as you guys are kind of moving forward, Misfit, you watch as Alexander. I'm assuming you're in your humanoid form right now, yeah?
Yeah.
He just kind of puts his hand on your shoulder to kind of stop you, then puts his other hand back. And you look up ahead, and there's like this weird. What does purple look like? Oh, you're in your normal form, but so it's just purple. Or are you
Nope.
colorblind also?
Always.
Okay, so whatever purple looks like to you, purple to everyone else.
It's blue.
See it in front of you. He just kind of puts his finger up to his lips, giving you the quiet sign. Looks back to all of you guys.
Wait, is it like a purple mist or?
It's just like a glow of light. You can't see where it's coming from. You just see like the light color from the source.
Oh, yeah, that feels normal. Blue's a good color.
He's going to try to stealth. He doesn't have chainmail now, so whoops.
All right. So stealthing.
That would have been a 24, but with the disadvantage of the armor, that's a 11.
Is that with a +10?
Oh, not with a +10. Did you cast Path Trace? I don't think if we had it up or not.
Let me look. I have it on my effects still. I don't know how long it has been since I cast it though.
Would you have cast it since we left the manor? Or left Louis?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I would say it lasts an hour.
hmm
We did travel for a couple. So I think
Would
we
you have
spent-
casted it after we got out of that ambush?
Okay, considering I have 2 of them on me, I'm thinking maybe.
Because basically we traveled at least for about 3 hours before we got into trouble. So you would have had to cast it at least probably 4 times since you left the manor.
Yeah, I don't think I would have casted that many times.
Okay, so we'll just say you did it for like the first one that you did, so it would be down right now then, unless you want to cast it again. You do all need to stay within range of each other, though, if you go that route.
I think,
Let me
it's,
double check my spell slots.
I think we're fine. We should be fine.
Because it is like probably between 6:30, 7 o'clock, I think, right now. Which here is decently dark, but it's not like pitch black outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna expend a 3rd level slot and cast it again.
Okay. That's a plus 10.
Yep.
So 21.
Oh my god.
Damn,
Yeah. I'm so stealthy, I actually fell into a hole.
Deft appears out of the shadows for a moment. Nice, and then disappears again.
Grabs me and pulls me.
Oh, that's a whole different conversation.
Yep.
You gotta talk to a different
Chosen.
person for that ticket.
No. He pulled me out because that was a bad place I was about to go.
Mm-hmm. Technically, only 2 people have punched that ticket so far.
I don't want that ticket, please.
One of them died. We'll see how the other one turns out. All right. Anyone else not seeking forward? Serena, you staying behind?
I rolled.
I thought you did. Oh, Simon. Ugh. Oh, that's a disadvantage. That is a 19 for Simon. I don't think there's anyone else to roll for. Creature's not here. Marius, you're staying behind too?
He went to get coffee.
Yeah, he's behind. He's hiding in the shadow somewhere. Okay. So you guys approach inward.
Mhm.
You go for probably another 50 feet or so, and you kind of look as you kind of go to like the edge of a hill, and then it kind of sinks down, and you see in front of you like this massively large tree that kind of lifts up, and it has all these very dark leaves hanging from it, kind of like a weeping willow tree, except there's something hanging from it. It's like some sort of weird fruit. You're not sure. It's pretty dark, but it seems like a very massive tree. From the center of it, you do see the source of this purple glow. You can't tell what it is, but it's coming from the base of the tree.
I want to approach.
Sure.
I'll keep an eye
I
out.
want to approach. That doesn't mean something stops me.
No, you can approach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go with.
If something needs to stop you, I'll let you know. Sure. Who out of you has dark vision?
That would be me.
Me.
Only to 60 feet or 30 feet?
Probably double check. 60 feet.
6 feet. Misfit, same.
Yeah.
Strain is same.
Mhm.
Okay. I will let those of you who walked forward roll perception checks. I would say Dustin, just because you don't have it, it would be a disadvantage.
I like I'm not moving up, but I'm keeping an eye out.
Yeah, this is just now that you've gotten kind of closer to the tree.
Okay. Almost.
Well, thankfully, Serena hit the DC needed on the nose. So at least one of you sees it. Let me see if anyone else can help you out here. Alexander sees it, and does Simon see it? Why not Simon? 22. Simon sees it better than anybody.
Of course he does.
You guys just kind of look.
Wait, does Simon have dark vision?
Do you look over?
Yeah.
No, you look and you see like this kind of glow coming from the front of his face. He's looking up though, so you can't like directly see, but there's like
Okay.
light coming out of his face.
Great.
So those of you who rolled above a 16, so basically Serena and Alexander, and Simon, you see, though that is not fruit hitting from the tree, it is an assortment of all sorts of different kinds of limbs of sizes, shapes, numerous. It's like a limb Christmas tree, more or less.
And they look like they're hanging via something.
They're all hanging by like rope, it would seem, but there's hundreds of them hanging from all over this tree.
That's a bit morbid.
Simon kind of looks. Actually, he'll ask Lou. He's like, "Do you think we're safe to use light here, or?"
I look around and how it's pitch black, right?
No, it's glowing blue.
It's dark, though you do have light source from the base of the tree. So it's dim light everywhere, more or less.
I believe so.
There are some shadowy spots for Marius to hide in, though.
Mhm.
All right, so he's going to point up, and light's going to kind of emanate out from his finger like a flashlight almost. And he's just going to kind of shine it up and highlight in the tree so that you all can kind of look at it. I'd say collectively, based on your passive perceptions, after you look at it for a moment or so, you do notice that there are either tattoos or etchings or carvings on what seems like all of these. After he shows you for a while, he'll kind of dim down the light until
Right,
needed.
Lou, what do you make of the sigils?
And their tattoos, I would have to, climb up and look at it.
Fly up and look at it.
Yeah, no, there's like, wait. That's gonna still take some getting used to. I guess I can fly up and look at the tattoos if they have any significant meaning.
You conjure wings to do this, or what?
He's a pixie.
Oh, sorry. I always forget that you guys are sitting there every time you're like, I fly up. It's like, oh yeah, little people.
I forgot to.
Yeah, easy enough.
Wait, hang on. Do pixies have dark vision?
Oh, fair.
Shit. Did it change us that much?
I
don't believe so.
They do not, but it would technically not affect the outcome since Simon saw it and highlighted it afterwards.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay.
But good to remember, though, because I forgot for a moment you guys were there, too. See, I turn you into stuff too often, so it's too easy to remember when you're not. Yeah, and she's fine as well. All right. Did anyone want to get closer and investigate the base of the tree? Right now, you guys are kind of on the outside or at the top of the hill looking down.
That's where Dustin was going.
Anyone else getting that close with him?
Well, Serena's going to remain within 30 feet of Misfit, but should be very cautious about approaching.
I think Misfit's going with Dustin.
Yeah, so they're probably going to the base of the tree. So you'd be within
close
30
by.
feet of the tree.
I'm walking on little feet, so it takes me a couple minutes.
Oh, you're not flying? Just at like a normal pace?
It's too hard.
Fair. You could always just ride on Dustin.
He's also a pixie.
You're
Damn.
both screwed. It's fine. We just we'll accept our fate now. All right. So it does take them a little bit longer unless someone larger wants to give them a hand. Or unless you want to try to get really creative with what you're doing with the sword before you turn. Oh no, we'd have to dispel it to do something like that. We'll figure that out next time I do something mean to you guys. All right. So you guys head over in that direction. Serena, you stay within 30 feet of them. Lou, do you end up going closer where like Serena is, or do you stay up on the hill with Marius?
I was gonna fly up. And
Unless he's back and wants to come down.
I was gonna fly up and look at the arms.
I just sat back down. Sorry, I had some other shit come up I had to take care of.
No worries. Basically, they found this large tree with a bunch of limbs hanging off of it. Some of them are going to the base right now to investigate. Some of them are staying back, and some of them are kind of flying up. Did you want to be back? So you can either be up on a hill looking down at this, or you can kind of be heading down towards this large tree.
Yeah, I'll go down, and if opportunity presents, I'll try to get up into the tree and the branches and be still in the shadows.
Okay. There are several limbs hanging from said tree, if that changes your option to want to stay up in the tree with the limbs.
Several what hanging?
Limbs, like arms and legs.
It's like a hanged man's
I'm
tree,
like, yeah,
but
I
it's
was
full
gonna
of
say,
body
that's what I'm
parts.
talking about. I'm getting on the limbs of the tree.
Fair enough. I just have to make sure. All right. So we'll say you're kind of with Lou at the moment. So we'll get to you two in a second as you fly up. As you guys
We get there, I want to turn in my quest for a cash box.
Nice. Actually, nice. Fair enough. Since they're walking, you guys actually get to go first. Roll investigation checks as you guys kind of go up, and then Marius, you can kind of land anywhere. There's plenty of shadow. The only light source is sending out dim light, and it's coming from the base of the tree. So there's lots of shadows to hide.
Right, he has the boots.
He is a shadow.
Investigation.
Investigation for me too.
Yeah. This is just to see if you make out anything of the arms. Not you, Misfit. You're down at the...
Valiantly scaling a small rock.
Ooh. All right. So as you guys kind of fly up and pass some of these limbs, it does seem that these runes and tattoo-like markings on the limbs have been carved into these. Roll a medicine check too, Marius, since you were successful. You're not sure if this was cut in before or after the rest of this body perished, but you can tell it was carved in.
Do the emblems mean anything that I can make out?
Roll an Arcana check. It seems like part of a larger spell. You're not 100% sure unless you want to spend some magic on it, but it seems to probably be related to this tree, and it seems to serve some sort of magical function.
And I don't recall from last time. Did we get Bram back or no?
You
Yes.
spent the short rest summoning him, so you're out of spell slots, or you have like one spell slot because you
I've
didn't
got
get a
one.
short rest, but you do
Alright.
have Bram back. Correct.
Okay. I'll have him fly down to. I'm the only one up there, right?
You and Lou are up there. You're in your current size. He's a pixie.
Okay. Lou, does that seem like part of a spell to you? Like the way each one, it looks like it's trying to represent something.
So roll your own Arcana check because he's kind of helping you
Hey, what's up, Bert?
see it. You just kind of look at it, and not so much as from even knowledge, but almost a feeling of familiarity. You gather these markings on these are either meant to kind of absorb energy of some sort or expel energy.
It looks like it might either expel or absorb energy.
But more or less, that's what you guys can kind of derive from the markings themselves. Whether or not that applies to the whole tree or if there's more to it, you'd have to take a better look and possibly spend some magic. As you guys are doing that, and Marius, you're finding a spot to hide in. Dustin and Misfit, you've kind of finally finished walking over there as little pixies. It seems like this source of this purple light for the rest of us and the blue light for you, Misfit, seems like it's some sort of crystal. It's a little bit murky. You kind of have to get a little bit close to look inside, but go ahead and just roll perception checks as you kind of peer through the cloudiness of the crystal.
Okay.
Wow, that's a modifier, isn't it?
Mm.
You both see within the crystal just kind of like sitting there, almost like he's stuck in amber. It's the little kid.
Oh, I would have hit the crystal so bad right now.
Wait, don't touch it.
You found Mini Fey friend.
Don't touch it.
He seems unconscious, like his eyes are closed. But he's just
How
kind
are we
of
supposed to do anything without touching it?
What if it's bad like last time?
So you'd rather just leave him there?
No, we gotta do something.
Like, touch it.
Mm.
They're too small to hear easily.
I'm going to hit it.
Wait, hold on. One second. Sorry about that.
I guess while you're taking a second, I could use the divine sense just to see if there's anything immediate in the area to be wary of.
We're gonna get.
sure. 60 feet, right? Or 30 feet?
60.
Oh, look at that. Easy access sharing.
Well, it doesn't
Right?
share the summary I copy pasted, but yes.
That had answered what I needed to know. You do get a sense, while not technically in a traditional way, the limbs of the tree are undead.
Now, the body parts hanging off of it, or
The body
branch-
parts themselves, not the branches.
Okay, cool.
They don't seem to move or give you necessarily an animated undead. They just give you an
More
undead.
of like they're used in the necromancy kind of way.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Almost like a mobile undead, in a way.
Well, as soon as you touch that thing, something's gonna happen.
What if we just like throw something at it? I'm gonna throw something at it. I'm gonna how big is the crystal?
Fairly large. It's kind of base of this tree, so I'd say maybe a good 8 to 10 feet across. It's not like a perfect sphere. It's kind of grown irregularly, but it's fairly large and about the same distance high. And the tree's kind of like grown around it.
Okay, I'm gonna raise up my stick into the air and I'm gonna conjure some magic. And I summon a little bird It like swoops down dramatically through my spell and just flies directly into the crystal.
Sorry, say that one more time.
I'm casting my funny druid version of Find Familiar that only lasts an hour, but it's instantaneous.
You're
I'm
trying to
making the
cast
bird.
it inside the crystal?
I'm trying to make the bird fly into the crystal and go splat. Just to see
Okay.
what happens.
Sure. So you cast it and you have it just fly into the crystal?
Yeah.
You're doing this at like point blank range?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, then what's the point of throwing something if you're going to cast it that close?
Oh, I guess we should back up a little bit.
Okay. How far back do you want to get before you send the bird?
I guess like 3 feet. That's pretty far, right? For a little guy.
That is pretty far for a little guy, yeah.
It's gonna take us like 5 minutes to walk that far.
So what do you wish to do?
I guess
I just try to shatter it.
Can you do that?
I mean, I can always hit it and see what happens.
Well, I'm gonna hit it with the bird first. Let's back up a little bit more though.
What if it reacts to magic?
I don't know. Guess it'll explode. Something.
You know what?
I don't know what crystals are supposed to do.
Could Dustin make an Arcana check?
Sure.
I guess the goal of this Arcana check is: does this crystal look too durable to break?
Sorry about that. I had to answer your question.
Okay.
All right. What was our confirmed plan?
We're gonna stand 10 feet away.
10
Maybe
feet
even
away.
11. And I'm gonna throw the bird at it.
Sure. How many hit points does your bird have?
Probably like 1.
Your bird takes 1 point of damage just from flying into the rock, but it seems like he just hits his little head like he kind of flew into a window. He just falls over.
What a little champ.
But nothing bad happened. No curses went off or anything of the like. He just simply flew into a hard object.
Alright,
with
nice.
1 hit point. Unless he has more than 1 hit point, then he may be okay.
I don't know how many hit points he has. I'm
You may want to
honest.
double check. It may matter. How long do you get to keep it for? An hour?
An hour.
Up to you.
I don't have like a card or anything. I just...
He took 2 points of damage.
Can I just like roll a d4 for now to see how many hit points he has?
Is
Sure.
it find familiar?
Yeah.
What
He's
animal?
dead.
Poor little guy. That is your first time using him or second time?
Like 3rd or 4th by now.
Oh, because it's not always the same thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So, yeah. Doesn't seem to be boob trapped or anything like that.
I think it's we could probably touch it.
I'm proud I've ever seen sealing magic like this before.
Whoa. Kind of looks over it. Well, as much as the sword could look over at something. I have to really say, I don't sense much of anything.
in the concerning way or in the mundane way?
Well, I just don't detect the presence of anything.
I'm gonna go touch it.
At the same time, just in case.
Is that like our new unofficial rule?
No.
Yeah, so if we die, we both die.
No,
Pretty
anytime
much.
we touch something, that we basically anytime we touch anything, at
Buddy
least two of us
system.
have to touch it. Buddy system.
Okay.
You touch it,
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Nothing
touch
hap-
it.
nothing happens.
Okay. And it's too big for us to pick up, right?
The tree is grown around it.
Oh, I see the problem now.
It's in the tree,
Hmm.
and the tree is quite large.
I thought we went like into like a hovel in the tree.
No.
But
It's
no,
just,
it's like on the outside of it, embedded into the bark. I get it now.
yeah, the whole base of the tree is grown around it. There are parts that come over the top of the crystal because it is slightly wider, but you can see it from all sides of the tree.
Now, is the crystal kid-sized or is it pocket-sized?
10 feet, 8 to 10 feet tall, and 8 to 10 feet around.
Child-sized.
That is not child-sized.
That's
So you guys, that's like a mini moon.
This is a behemoth.
You know, what'd be really helpful right now.
I was just typing it out.
That's an axe.
I already made that joke before stream came.
Do you think you could ask the tree to let him go?
Man, I don't have that spell today.
You can talk to it, can't you?
I feel like you're better at talking to plants than I am, bud.
Come on. What makes you say that?
I don't know. Vibes.
Okay, if you say so. But Dustin say this out loud or not? Because he's gonna walk up and put his hand on the tree and attempt to ask it to let the crystal go. I'm just trying to decide how he would do it.
Don't worry, you're tiny. And none of us except Misfit can probably hear you.
Okay. Hello there. My name is Sir Dustin Prize, in service of the Ancient One. You're holding on to a friend of ours that we have been seeking, and I would like for you to release him so we may take him into our care. I don't think it listened.
You wait. Nothing.
I told you were better at this than me.
Roll a nature check, Dustin.
Lovely. Where's that? There it is. That's a 14.
I'd say you kind of get the feel of the tree, and it seems almost far too corrupted to really even respond to your call.
I'll be right back.
I will just lie down and inform them that there is magic going on. It's either absorbing or will exude magic. Or at least-
Maybe if we take all the gross decorations off, it might be able to listen better.
You know, actually, so I thought it might be doing maybe a little bit of both.
Lou.
Yeah.
How familiar are you with necromancy?
Okay. First things first, I am just preface on what it is. I know what it is.
His arms feel undead.
Ah,
Whatever magic is here, it's necrotic. Maybe you should tell your little bookworm about that. Maybe you might have an insight.
um, Lou looks around for the invisible Marius.
Probably the last place you saw me is probably where I'm still at.
You can just see shadows up in the tree.
Yeah, go. Justin says the arms are.
He's aware this is a big tree. You'd have to fly back up to him.
All right. Yep.
Yeah, which is why I said deliver a message.
Yep. So what's with the crystal?
Well, we found who we're looking for.
Do you find them or pieces of them?
Oh, Jesus. I keep forgetting you can do that with Bram.
Oh, they're inside. Take a look.
I'll send Bram to look through his eyes.
Yeah. You go down, you can see this purple crystal. As you look inside, roll just an investigation check real quick. He kind of looks in, you can see the kid inside kind of assessing. You're wanting him to see about the arms as well, if you could cut them off, or what else did you would need him to inquire upon?
If knowing that he should be thinking about necromantic rituals would give him any more insight into what the spell on the tree could be.
Hey, that's you. You guys haven't touched the crystal yet, have you?
Yes.
Oh, we have.
Okay. Okay.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, we touched it.
I touched the tree too.
Mm,
Nothing happened.
I'm gonna tap the crystal.
Tap, tap, tap. Nothing happens.
What if he's not actually in there and this is just like TV?
What's TV?
What's TV?
Marius, you don't
You
need to
know.
make an investigation because you're there and they pointed it out. Roll one Arcana check with your Arcana for me, real quick.
No, I don't.
Holy shit! Dude.
You know, TV, like the vision, TV, the visible.
Vision divisible?
I think he said the visible.
Technovisible.
All right.
So,
All right.
Marius.
How much psychic damage am I taking for this?
Roll a d8.
do you want?
Ouch. 3. Okay.
Marius, as you check out the tree where you are, and as Bram kind of looked down below, you gather that the limbs on the tree help sustain the tree itself. However, you do also kind of make the educated guess. If the tree dies, probably the creature inside the crystal would die as well.
Hey, thank you for the radar hard. Welcome. Hope y'all had a great game.
Hey guys.
Welcome, everyone.
So it seems I'll be speaking through Bram to them. We could destroy the tree possibly. It seems to be fed from the limbs, hanging from its limbs. But in turn, we'll probably kill what's inside.
Hmm.
Well, that certainly doesn't seem ideal.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Okay, well, here's an idea no one's gonna like. If we give it enough life force, what do you think it will let him go?
It may grow over him. Did you two manage to figure out what those sigils were on the limbs?
That's more or less what Marius just figured out.
Yeah, so they keep the tree alive. Dustin's gonna start taking off one of his gauntlets.
Dustin.
He keeps doing it.
Don't.
And then,
I keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I mean, it's all you, man. You tell me. You
I mean, yeah. I'm just.
Wait,
so
hang on.
I get it off.
Hang on.
Mhm.
I want to ask him, though, before you start, what are you planning on? That's gross. Don't do that, man. I want to knock on the crystal, and I take the ring out of my mouth pocket. I don't know where it is anymore. And I tap it against the crystal, and I'm like, hey, wake up, buddy. I got your ring. Wakey, wakey.
Let's see, knock on there. Seemingly no response. It is probably, I'd say you probably had it in your mouth this whole time, so it's got like this thick layer of slobber on it.
That's how you know it's very safe.
Okay. I'm gonna. Am I on a map?
Not currently.
I am on a map. No, I needed to be
map.
on a map. I'm gonna do a quick one of these, and I put I like slash my hand and I put it onto the tree and give it blood.
Interesting.
Isn't that how you got a really bad book?
How do I want to do this one?
He's crazy, dude.
Roll a d20 really quick. I'm rolling 1, 2. Roll a d100.
Okay.
I rolled a 5.
I am going to use an inspiration. Okay.
Wow.
Bad ideas all around. Let's go.
All right, so you put your hand upon the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of, you feel kind of the tainted energy of the tree, but nothing happens.
Okay.
Seemingly safe. You just get blood on the crystal. Don't worry, it's a purple crystal. It's not a red crystal, everybody.
I mean, I was putting it on the tree bark, but okay.
Same effect either way.
It dripped down.
Serena's going to rack her brain and her knowledge of Fae and hags. Has she ever heard of someone being imprisoned in crystals?
I mean, people get imprisoned in all sorts of different things. So, I mean, yeah, it would be feasibly possible.
And has she ever heard of ways that to get them out?
It just depends on the situation. You even recall hearing a story at the guild house of this one woman who got stuck in a crystal while competing in a competition. Don't remember how it ended, but it seemed like an interesting story at the time.
How close are we to the house that we were going to?
We don't know.
You're probably within like 10 minutes away of it. You just came across this first.
So the tree and him unlinked. So we can get him out. A predicament sure to be had.
I got a bad feeling about this. This feels like a trap.
Oh, most certainly.
I hear the DM laughing, and it's just giving me vibes, you know?
I got
What the
full
hell's a
name.
DM?
Why are you
Yeah.
talking to this guy?
District
the-
manager?
The demonic man in the sky.
Yeah, fair enough.
Dark Demon's watching us? What do you mean?
Close your eyes, Dustin.
Yeah. You guys aren't sure exactly how to shake this one.
How big is that crystal?
8 to 10 feet tall and 8 to 10 feet around.
So not a simple task on that.
And I'd say at this point, as you guys kind of look at it, it's not like an amber, but it has similarities. So you get the feeling it may have come from the tree itself. But it is fairly hard. You haven't hit it yet. You can always try that one too. And as Lou said, if only we had an axe that could.
Actually, that might kill him.
Yeah, sure. That's the only thing you know is if for some reason you know that killing or cutting off all these may possibly make the tree die. You don't know how quickly that would be. But you did get the sense if the tree dies, you could potentially kill the thing inside the crystal. But I mean, we won't know until we try, right?
Or
Yeah,
was
we
it-
should hit this.
No,
we should
no,
hit
no,
it.
no, no.
Witchcraft is always
Lou-
such awesome.
Didn't you just transfer a bunch of magical energy into something recently, Lou?
Someone, thank you very much. But yes.
Well,
I'm looking at you.
Hey, Dustin. Can you walk me through the thought process here before we go expending any more blood or magical powers?
the
It's
tree,
like-
the tree is barely alive. It is corrupted.
It's doing pretty
How-
well. It looks like.
No, it is not. Can you not sense how on edge it is?
It's yucky, but like
Make it
Looks
not
fine.
yucky. Get your friend back.
I don't know how to possibly make it not yucky with all the hands on it.
So you think the hands are hurting it?
I think the hands are making it yucky. I don't know if they're hurting it.
Because from the sounds of your other friends, it sounds like that's the only thing keeping this thing alive.
Mister, do you have any magic that can enhance the vigor of plants left?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've got that one.
Well, that's a potential avenue.
Why would we want to make it grow though?
Well, I was thinking, you have a tendency to uncorrupt the plants in this area.
Yes,
If
you've
the
done it.
limbs get cut off while you invigorate it with life force, or invigorate it with life, it might be enough to sustain the tree and bring it back to bloom.
You have had a weird way of curing this tainted area.
I can give it a try, but it still feels kind of weird.
Well, I don't think we have very many options. Not unless your teeth have any incline as to what this is or how to break it without killing the host.
Don't bring my teeth into this. Now I want to check and see if it's candy.
She did that thing where she's not talking to you while talking to you, Misfit.
Okay, yeah.
Lou, but
Yeah, I'm gonna try a plant growth, I guess. My intention going into this is to supply this big tree with some clean, fresh, non-yucky energy, in the hopes that maybe we can communicate a little bit better, and also you can let go of that big crystal. Thank you. And I cast plant growth.
Okay. Roll a d100.
Oh God, please.
Ooh, 33 is pretty good.
Double digits.
Double digits.
As you go and place your hands upon the tree and cast plant growth, you watch as the crystal glows slightly brighter, but no growth occurs.
Can I insight the glow? I don't know.
Yeah. Roll, I'd say for this one, it would be really an intelligence check.
Nice.
It's a crystal.
It's a crystal and it's glowing.
Well, the glow is a bit brighter. That's something.
Did my little friend twitch at all in there?
You look over. It doesn't seem to have moved. He's still in the same position.
Okay, you know what? I'll follow suit. I'll put my hand next to Misfits and I'll try dumping a level 2 spell slot in there.
Sure, which spell?
I'm going. You know what? Is that?
Divine's fine.
No. Oh, I thought I had that one I thought my class had command permanently on, and it doesn't.
One thing to point out very quickly before you guys get too deep into your abilities, do keep in mind you do have the potential of running into a hag.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
Just as a reminder.
I'm a martial class. Calm emotions or lesser restoration, Misfit.
Probably the restoration.
Okay, I will try to put a lesser restoration in.
You place your hand upon the tree and cast Less Restoration. No effect.
Cool.
I think this might be a problem moment to come back to.
Does he look like he's actually asleep in there, or like he's in a point of stasis?
More of a stasis look, because you gather it's completely hard. He couldn't move or breathe if he wanted to. Or someone's got like a really sick 3D printer and is fucking with you.
I'm gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna use my Staff of the Mountain Mystic. I'm gonna cast Sending.
Okay. I was curious for a second. Continue.
On my little friend here.
Which little friend?
In the crystal.
Oh. Sure. What do you wish to say?
Actually, wait. I think I tried this before and it didn't work.
Did you try with the stick though?
Maybe? Okay, I'm gonna point the stick at him to get a good signal. And I'm gonna say, hey buddy, we're here. Gotta help though. I don't know how to get you out of there.
All right, you do connect and feel this connection. And it's a weird feeling. It almost feels jovial in a sense. And you hear this strange humming, almost like he's just unconsciously humming in his head.
No? Did you get anything?
Wait 1 second.
It was
But he
rolling a
seems to be
D8 for
alive.
psychic damage. Well, I mean, that's not super helpful, but it's.
He managed to send you 9 extra words.
he's really chucking it out.
Very skilled.
That's what I count.
You're not going to hum it out loud?
My mic
I'm
won't pick it up.
Simply too flabbergasted.
The ancient curse.
The scriptures. What do
Do not
they mean?
repeat the words, Misfit. Do not repeat the words.
What do they mean?
Yeah, no, I mean, he seems alive at least.
Okay. Serena. Oh, Serena's going to focus herself or focus her mind, and we're going to see if she can't mentally get through.
Sure. You make a mental connection with
Oh,
kid?
she's first gonna start off to see if she can even pick up his mind at all with tech thought or with her telepathic tech thoughts.
It's strange. You don't hear any thoughts, but you do kind of sense this presence. But it is just extremely quiet in a sense. It's not so much you pick up the humming, just the present is kind of absent of thought.
Same.
Quickly telepathically allude, she'll go, I'm going to see if I can stir him. And then I'll attempt to bond.
Alright, I'm gonna get you out of there, buddy.
What's the DC to push further in?
No,
Are
I'm
you
going
just trying to
attempt to use
speak to him
the telepathic.
telepathically?
Yeah. So I'm going to try and link the two of us so we can communicate.
Sure. Seemingly works without issue.
Are you there? Hello?
Oh, hey, lady.
Ah, so you are still alive.
I remember you. You're the lady for the haystack, right?
Yes. What has
Hi.
brought you to this situation?
What situation?
Do you not know where you are?
I honestly didn't think about it. Huh. I'm not really sure where I am. It's really bright, though.
Yes. Look, we are currently trapped. We're trying to get you out, but
What kind of trap?
in some kind of large crystal embedded into a tree.
Weird.
Do you feel anything odd?
I mean, it's just kind of bright. It's been kind of sitting here waiting.
Hmm.
And then you hear him start to kind of hum in his head a very familiar tune.
Do you know anything about a ring?
A ring?
Yes, a ring.
I know about toilet rings.
Not help. Okay.
I do a lot of cleaning, you see, so I'm pretty well educated. Wait, where are you at, anyways?
We're outside of the crystal.
Is it bright outside?
You're very bright, but not outside. No. It's kind of, drab, if you will.
Hmm. Well, what can I do for you, lady?
Well, have you felt different in the past few minutes?
Different how?
Just anything seem different?
Well, I started hearing voices a couple minutes ago.
No, not helpful. Alright.
I mean, you asked.
I know.
Hey, lady, do you like games?
Depends on the game.
Um, I don't really know where my hands are right now, so I think we're kind of limited in scope.
Mm.
And it's just going to continue to play 20 questions with you until you make him stop.
Yeah.
So if you guys would like to do anything else, you can. But other than that, it's going to keep bombarding you for the duration with 20 questions. Unless you want to ask anything more specifically.
While doing that, she'll look over to Lou. Well, he's certainly not wrong. He's definitely alive and well in there. He's also not noticed anything going on, other than things being a bit bright.
So, can I try and see what the crystal is made of?
Roll a nature check, I'd say.
All right.
It kind of looks like it could be amber, which is strange because you wouldn't expect it to be this hard already. But it also does seem harder than an amber would be, and it's also purple. Also, you're pretty sure it either this kid was put inside of it somehow, or this was rapidly grown, but it would naturally take this many years to harden to that state. Simon, we'll look over to you, Lou. What do you think, Captain?
Oh, it's a form of amber. I'm not sure. But we don't have any way of knowing what's fully going on unless we use magic.
Well, I still feel pretty strong. I could go at least until whenever he rests.
If we can get him out, it's certainly going to be helpful for the coming battle.
Simon's only missing like 2 spell slots, I think.
So, what did you do to get it to glow?
I don't know. It's the usual.
What you guys doing? Here, let me
And,
give you some motivation.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could perhaps get him to draw power from the ring.
I will fly up and see if there's anything at like the top of the main trunk in the tree, maybe.
Yeah, as you
About all I
fly up
got.
and kind of look around, you do see there are numerous limbs that are kind of hanging from the tree branches. Other than that, it looks like a really creepy looking weeping willow that is much darker and has like very dark leaves.
Uh-huh.
But other than that, it's basically the tree itself, the arms that and legs that hang from it, and that crystal. You don't really see much more to it.
I'm just since Serena have identify.
You were a little quiet there.
Doesn't Serena have identify?
Yeah. Do you want to identify?
Yes.
All right. Just give me a minute. So go ahead and place her hand. The crystal, right?
Yeah, that should be part of the whole thing.
She nods and places her hand on the crystal and pull out a pearl and attempt to identify.
Yeah. You go ahead, take the time, cast the spell.
Yep, takes about a minute.
You gather essentially the function of this amber's crystal. It is a natural product of this tree. How it's kind of brought out, not specifically, you would assume probably magic. But as far as the crystal itself, it essentially encases and draws energy from. It kind of develops like almost like a parasitic bond with the creature inside of it, and it kind of like slowly feeds off it and keeps it in a stasis. Kind of uses its own energy against it in a sense.
She takes a deep breath after she's finished her finished concentrating on the spell. It looks to be some form of parasite. Keeps the host imprisoned and draws power from them.
Yeah. So essentially, what you gather, and from what you saw when Misfit cast a spell on it, it can absorb certain energy and it kind of draws it back in to feed the tree. So if he were to have some ability to try to even put out a massive amount of power to like fight against the tree would just kind of absorb it and use it back at him, and it would kind of nullify his attempt. And it keeps him just drained enough to keep him in like a stasis.
But that says nothing about the outside attempts, does it?
Yeah.
Other than they're bonded, and you gather that's probably more of what Marius's deduction kind of referred to, is if you kill one, you possibly kill the other unless you can find a way around it.
Like pumping the tree full of energy and then killing it while it's energized.
Finding it something else to feed on.
We could just try to purify it.
I don't know if I can help you with that.
That is not my area of expertise.
That would be all you. But you look very tired.
Yeah, I'm all out for today.
It doesn't seem like anything else wants to approach this. We're probably safe here, but it is creepy.
What? So we could either feed it to give it something else to feed off of. What if
It's like distracting a dog with a treat. Do
I
a
know
little
you
bait
want to
switch.
say, what about me?
No,
And
that
I'm
was
too
good.
tired to protect you right now.
I was gonna say, what if we made the tree weaker so our friend could escape?
Well, we don't know if cutting off those arms is going to make it weaker or irritated.
Yep. Probably both.
Well, from what Serena kind of was able to ascertain through identify, even if you were to cut off all of these, it can still draw power from the thing inside of it. However, what's the thing? If Poseidon runs out of power, in theory, yeah, it does die.
I think once we start breaking this thing open, we're going to have a very limited time, as it's going to try and siphon as much energy as it can off him. It's already keeping him pretty weak. But we're not going to have very much time, I think, once we start breaking it. Our other option would be is if we could somehow break the connection between either, I don't know, finding some way for it to be repulsed by him, or, and obviously a new host, or simply severing the connection.
Simon's like, I don't really know much about any of that. People, I can do people, but it's a little out of my skill set.
So, if we make the tree lose more energy than it was eating, would it eat more, or is it at a steady pace?
I think it's drawing energy from whatever spell is up there. And that's keeping him stable. Once that's gone, it's going to feed off him for the sustenance it needs.
What if we put someone else in there?
Yeah,
That would
Would
be
you
finding it a new
suggest?
host.
I'd do it.
No, like a hag or something.
How do you propose
That's what I was thinking.
in that?
We're gonna go beat up a hag, and then we're gonna snatch her, and then we're gonna do a bait and switch with the tree.
Okay. Problem. How do you propose we get the hag in the crystal and him out of the crystal?
Solution. The hags know how to put people in here. I'm sure they know how to take people out.
And you think she's going to tell you how to put her in the crystal?
Well, yeah,
Why?
because I'm really nice, and I will ask nicely.
I don't
What
think...
does asking involve, Misfit?
Well, we could rough her up a little bit.
You gotta say please.
Gotta say
Or we could
please.
offer a trade if the hag does this, and we bring her something in exchange. Possibly the one who pretended to be that staff.
One, how would we even begin to find him? He's probably long gone.
Well, then we just have to keep looking. But if the hag agrees, she agrees.
Two, she wants us dead too.
You do have something
But we
else
can
you
come
want.
later.
Yeah, we got the funny book still.
Yeah, and we should not give them that.
What if
And
the
there
funny
only-
book has answers?
Oh, it probably does, but the moment we pull it out, they're going to know exactly where we are. And we'll probably have, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds to get out of here.
Okay, so it's the perfect plan. We use the book. We learn how to do the bait and switch. The hag comes here to beat us up. We beat the hag up. And then we swap them. I see no flaws in this.
Misfit? What about the 4 horsemen that the Shees had us sent after us?
And all the other very powerful hags that are also interested in that book.
And her army of undead?
Okay, hold on. Maybe I gotta think this
At
through a
least
little more.
Misfit's putting forth a plan. What else should we do?
Do we know this, or like Faye Friend's identity is the Traveler?
or was that
Not
an
specifically.
out of character thing?
You guys just know in general from who it is, but no, it's just your Fey friend.
Okay.
I mean, you know he's a god of some sort, but you don't know what exactly.
The only thing I can think of is maybe if we can coax him to conjure up enough power, he can phase himself out. But that would be very risky.
So do we distract the tree or make it weaker?
Well, maybe making it weak. It'll probably drain him before it's weak enough to break.
Hey, you should ask him if he can cast Stone Shape and just get out of there.
I don't think he can move right now.
Also, not technically stone.
But it's like a crystal though, and that's stone.
It's tree sap.
Anything hard is stone. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could
So
certainly
your
try.
horns are hard. They're not stone.
Yes, they are.
Alright, we'll get back to that later.
Sounds like, Misted's plan wasn't horrible. I mean, we might have to polish up and add a little bit more detail, but although, if it were just the one, that would be okay, but how many did you say there are, Serena?
Like a million.
There's... If the ritual is not successful yet, there's at minimum 3.
3?
Mm,
There's the
I'd
ugly
put-
one?
I'd put
The big ugly one.
higher than that.
Who's the third one?
It was mentioned to us that there was another one coming here to complete the ritual, right? Am I correct?
There was, they said that people are coming here for a gathering, whether or not they're all helping with the ritual, but some of them do know that spell by
Okay.
memory.
There's-
You did see the third hag was the one that left the Muffin Man's house.
Right. There's at least the one also that left the house. That's at minimum 3.
So typically
do-
that's coven size at least at a minimum.
I don't
Out
think
of-
they're much the same coven.
Out of character note for you, Lou, because you're technically the only one they're aware too, but only as players. You do know that hag does not like the other ones.
I mean, I don't. She was heading the opposite direction of everyone else.
Well, it might just be the 2. The problem is, how do we get them to swap places? Without the book, it's certainly not happening.
Well, in nature, if you got like a little bloodsucker on you and you run out of blood, the little bloodsucker is gonna latch onto something stronger eventually. So if we give it something juicy enough, I think maybe it'll just want to swap.
It is drawn. The tree does seem to be drawn to power. It doesn't seem to have very much left.
I think you meant something else, but you may be onto something.
Uh-huh.
What if we just find a way to drain Fey Friend? If he's completely drained, won't it let him go? Or will it keep him?
That
Maybe
killed him
there's
just of his
some.
magic.
I have faint death.
Don't think.
No. This is a good plan. I can make the tree think that he died.
I don't know how that spell works.
I don't either.
I believe it is a touch spell, though.
This is perfect. I'm gonna stone shape, and I'm gonna go.
If you stone shaped it, then we would need to put him to, you're gonna like stone shape it there, touch him, make him fade death, and then stone shape it shut. Oh, don't worry, guys, we'll get him out of there as soon as we can.
Oh, I love this plan.
I mean, you can certainly try. You don't know. Maybe stone shape will work on it.
This is so dumb, Misfit. I love you.
I'm the only one coming up with ideas.
Hey, Simon's on board. You just say the word misfit.
Please,
Do
but
you have stone shape?
no.
Oh,
Okay.
that might put us in a predicament, misfit.
Okay.
I guess I should look at Simon's spells too. I forgot you hit him in the head.
So... I did not mean to do that.
Technically, it was Marius that hit him in the head last.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how mobile this particular creature is. If we could try and create a large enough magic source, it might be persuaded to try and swap. But
So, all right. I think I'm on board with the draining.
okay, so first we'll need to cut down the limbs, and we'll need to. If we could somehow get that feigned death to work, I think that might convince it to let go.
I don't have that prepared today either. And I'm all out of spell slots.
Okay.
Question though. If we feign death, if he still has energy, won't it still know that he has energy and feed off of him?
It may not be able to tell that he does.
But like if you're chewing on food, and you're still chewing on food, I mean, wouldn't you still eat your food?
I think it's eating his energy, Serena. I don't think it cares whether or not he's alive.
Okay, I'm following. If I put something in my mouth that is alive and I chew it up for a while, I can tell when it's not alive anymore.
Exactly. And gross. But understandable.
But the thing is, you'll still eat it though, right?
I guess it depends on how you eat. I don't think this tree will swallow necessarily.
I have an idea. It's a bit of a long shot, but I might be able to deceive this thing.
All right.
So, Nobel, does this tree qualify as a creature, considering it's a parasite?
No, it has parasitic nature. It's not a parasite itself. It is just a corrupted tree. But I mean, you could always try.
Since it can sense energy, I'm going to try and
It absorbs energy. Doesn't sense it.
I assume it can sense energy from the host that it's drawing from.
Maybe.
I'm going to attempt to manifest a phantasmal.
Is that a specific spell, or are you trying to do it with a different spell?
Phantasmal force. It targets it's a mental illusion that targets a creature. She's attempting to try and warp the tree's senses to think it's already drained all of the energy from the spell and its current host.
I mean, it's worth a try. Roll a D100. Since it's not technically a creature, but you never know.
Oh, I don't have inspiration.
Kind of try to push it into the tree, and you don't really come into contact with any sort of a consciousness.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
So,
Good thought, though. That would have been actually really good.
if it thinks it can drain the magic from Fey Friend, it should hopefully quickly discard him.
Maybe. It really depends on how mobile it is. I've heard of some plants that are quite active, and then there are others that are not so much. this is a very active plant, it may start trying to grab us instead. If it's not, it might just die.
I, Hmm. I'm gonna put my hand on the crystal.
Mhm.
Can I feel Fey Friend's magic?
Roll an Arcana check.
All right.
Even with a 23, while you feel that the crystal itself is magical, you don't really feel any difference between it. You just feel the tree itself.
Hmm. I want to try and sever the connection between Fey Friend and the tree.
Sure, how do you wish to do that?
Well, apparently I can be a magical parasite too.
I won't disagree with this statement.
I'm basically trying to steal the tree's food.
So you're trying to steal energy from the tree itself? Because you can't touch him directly. You can attempt to probably steal from the tree or both, but there really wouldn't necessarily be a way to only take from him.
Mhm.
And you may end up taking from him anyways. It just depends.
Well, it was a thing I'm trying. I'm gonna try it anyways.
All right, so your intent is to only take his energy.
Yeah.
Sure.
To-
How much of
to
it are you
drain
trying
him.
to take? To just drain him completely?
Well, the thing is, will that kill him? Because it's magical energy.
I mean,
I don't think you know.
Yeah.
there's only one way to find out. The other question, actually, you know what? You can worry about it after the fact.
Oh yeah.
All
I
right.
always worry about it after the fact. But
So
yes.
you go with the intent to draw. First roll an Arcana check. Actually, we'll just use the same one you already have. It's fair enough, anyways.
Yep.
Roll a d100.
All right. Cool.
So you latch on, and to an extent, you kind of have some level of control over this.
Mm-hmm.
But as you latch on to start pulling energy, you kind of slowly feel some. It doesn't necessarily manifest in energy you can utilize, but you feel yourself kind of drawing some out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get more and more. And then after a couple of moments, you just tap into like this immense amount of energy.
Yep.
And it is overwhelmingly painful, the amount of energy that starts pumping into you.
Oh boy. Yeah, I knew.
You
Hey,
take
thank you for the sub.
14,
Appreciate it.
14 points of psychic damage because I rolled low.
I'm glad 14 was low.
And you immediately like have to separate from the tree.
Are you alright?
And you almost feel like you're a little bit crispy. It's almost like you were overcooked. So as opposed to getting wonderful usable energy, it was like an overloaded battery for you almost in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
You gather you probably don't have the capacity to absorb all of this energy.
No, I know. Oh,
Or the tree, you're not sure.
okay.
Are you
The
alright?
kid or the tree has a lot more magic than we thought. Ow.
I wonder. Okay, I've got one more idea.
I think we won't see it yet.
Hmm?
Hmm?
But did you say you think you should try that again?
Was that your idea?
Maybe we could work together on this. She walks over and whispers to Lou. I'm going to try and put a shield around him and try and more physically break him from the crystal. If you can siphon all the power away from the tree, it may weaken it enough to break him free. Although I think we might need to cut some of those limbs down.
Speaking of limbs, what kind of limbs are up there?
Arms and legs of many different races, and possibly a couple creatures.
Any heads?
No heads. We want Blizzard to come after us.
Misfit, your death is showing.
Man, if I could just find like a little eyeball or something.
The only eyeball you've seen recently that would be applicable is the one that was in Mr. The Husk.
All right. I think
Bummer.
our ideas are not the same.
Okay, well, what's your idea?
Well, that hurt like a motherfucker. And if it is the kid, you just have the kid, blast the tree with energy.
From what you did detect from your identify spell, it uses his own energy to help suppress him. So whatever he's outputting, it's already matching against. If you tried to do it from multiple angles, you're not sure. But I mean, the tree could have like a maximum level on its own as well. You try to put stuff in instead of take stuff out, but that's also far more dangerous for you guys.
Yep.
Let's weaken the tree, I think.
All right. I'm going to a different part of the tree. Because I do not want to siphon from wherever that other power source was.
All right. So you
even a rod, Lou.
Odd.
Continue.
All right. Roll another D100 as you try to latch onto the tree.
Yep. Well, as he's doing that, Serena is going to use her telekinesis to try and basically she's going to try and encapsulate Feyfriend in like a telekinetic shield and try
You unfortunately cannot cast through the crystal. They are, for all intents and purposes, considered the same object.
Well, that's fine. I'm basically trying to like break, almost like split the crystal in half, kind of thing, or at the very least try and like create some space.
Just pull the crystal out from the tree.
I mean, I guess I could try and pull the crystal off. Yeah, that could. I don't know if I can actually lift it, but
I mean, you could try. You could try to potentially crack it, but you're not sure what effect that might have on Feyfriend.
We'll try and pull it out of the tree. We'll
Why do you
see.
think I haven't tried shatter?
All right, so you want to try to abstract it from the tree?
Yeah, she's gonna use
roll an Arcana check just to see. You try to pull on it. That tree's got a firm grip on it.
Can't use my charisma.
Even with your charisma, you're not even close.
All right, what bad thing happens to me with 71?
You go on. You try to start draining from the tree. You feel it. It takes a little bit longer, but again, it taps into that energy, and it doesn't quite hurt the same. You still do get kind of hit back, though, for one less dice. However, for more damage, you take 19 points of psychic damage.
Ow. All right.
And you feel that same feeling go through you.
That hurt a little bit.
Maybe if two of us try?
I think maybe we stop trying that.
Is your 17 damage your existing damage?
Yes.
Okay, so I need to add 14 and the 19.
All right.
33. Oh, you already got it. I think it's
I'm at
33.
I was at 36. Or was
It
that
should be-
14 or 17?
It's 14. 14 and 19.
Oh, okay.
So you're
I-
33.
Yeah.
Okay. Continuing.
I'm almost half dead. It felt weaker, but it hurt more. Oh,
It was like a much briefer contact, but it definitely hurt a lot more. You get the sense that because they have this kind of parasitic connection, their energy is almost the same, and you'd have to be very specific to affect one without affecting the other.
Mhm.
And you get the sense too, unless you're very lucky with the tree, it's always going to kind of use him as almost like a battery backup.
Yep.
At which point it gets very painful.
Maybe we go to the house and see if we can find anything out.
Is the whole tree spell? Like, can we just kill the lady who like did this? Will it go away, or will the tree still be here?
I think the tree will probably still be here. Does
I
it
don't know.
indicate- From the identifier, did I get anything that would indicate that if, like, it's
Mm-mm.
being magically fueled and if it's
You
killed the
didn't
soul-
get like an active connection to a caster, like it was done. It's not like connected to anyone specifically.
I don't think that would work.
I feel this was done on spite.
Well, probably, and probably also as a way to try and persuade us to give her back the bowl.
Man, maybe Auntie Totula would know what to do. She's really good at plants.
I am really impressed, though, that wouldn't you think they would have left a trap for us here?
Probably. Might be one of those limbs up there. I imagine a few of them are probably not powering spells and more
I mean,
spells of the nasty sort.
we've already wasted resources on this.
Whatever you decide, boss, you have my confidence.
Should-
You see Misfit stop and then look around. Hang on 1 second. I'll be right back. To find Dustin.
Yeah, it's at this point you guys look around and Dustin's not with you.
She's not.
All right,
I'm gonna go
easy
check
enough, Misfit.
the top of the tree.
He's just like chilling at the roots of the tree, and as you like he comes into view, you notice he's like post up in like his long rest nap position, like he's already made his choice.
Yeah, he's just gonna like flop over. Also assume position.
And they fall asleep at the tree?
Dustin's been probably trying to nod off for the past 15 minutes.
Easy enough to do. It's been a hell of a day. You guys are totally Scooby and Shaggy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the two little pixies go off and fall asleep next to the tree.
Well, they seem out of it.
I don't see Dustin at the top of the tree.
Nope,
So I
you do
find
not.
that Yep. I went to the wrong direction.
You look, you don't see him up there. Simon probably will go and sit near to where they kind of are, just seeing that they both are sitting there. Misfit's not quite asleep yet, but Lou's probably out. Or not Lou, Dustin.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess if nothing else, perhaps some of the guild's small, quick reinforcements might be able to find us in time. What do you think?
I'm way too tired to continue on.
All right. Is there anything you guys want to do, or do you want to do your long rest?
I don't want to do a long rest, but I also understand people might die if we continue.
It would be an earlier night, but you could also get an earlier start because it's probably like 8 o'clock at this point.
Yeah, I think
Maybe 8:30 at the latest.
long rest now.
Very well.
We will need very, very tight watches.
Simon will volunteer for first watch.
Mm-hmm. Serena will go ahead and have a seat and enter into her meditative trance for the first watch, keeping some best she can and our
Yeah, I will assist Simon with first watch.
Sure. Who's got second watch?
Be Serena or
You could
And-
easily do it. Alexander can wake up towards the tail end. He doesn't like sleeping anyways.
I'm not playing Solomon. I'm going to get my sleep today.
No, probably a good idea. Especially if you're going to touch any more trees.
Yep.
Okay, so for our first rest, or our first watch, rather.
Yep.
Lou, go ahead and roll your perception check. Simon will roll his.
Ooh, I'm going to use a sorcery point and re-roll that.
At the 19 for him.
Slightly better.
Okay. So you guys kind of keep an eye out, and nothing really seems to come by here, which is actually, I guess it could be disturbing or relieving, depending on which way you want to look at it.
But it's both.
But yeah, you don't manage to have any issues. However, during first rest, hey Misfit,
Hey, buddy.
you have a dream. I need you to roll a d100 for me to start this dream
Okay.
while I get a map.
Oh yeah.
Mm-mm.
Team, yo.
You're probably just having this wonderful dream of being at like this over glorified version of the Muffin Man's house, and you can eat anything and
Oh
everything.
my god. Finally.
You're not supposed to eat it.
But I can hear, though. It's my dream.
And then I just gotta get one more. There it is. Misfits Dream. With a name like that, how could it be wrong? There it is. Huh. So you're in the Muffin Man's house.
Am I big or am I small?
You're your normal size. You're probably, for all intents and purposes, you're probably a bear.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So you're
that
just
seems
like
right.
eating everything and enjoying it. And you see like this big pot of honey and you kind of put your head into it. And you start eating. And the honey's gone.
Oh no.
And you just like pop your head out. And you're sitting in like a courtyard in front of a house.
Hmm. Well, this is still my dream, so I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna go in the house.
Give me 1 sec. I will give you your map for your house.
Mm-hmm.
We'll use this one. Why not? All right. Let's use this. Grade real quick. Tone that down before Theris notices I did it. Okay. Here you are, young woman. At the base of these steps. You can put your barrier down if you want. Up to you.
I think I will.
And big.
Boink. Big. Well, I suppose I don't have any more snacks to eat. There might be more snacks in here though, so I'm gonna mosey on up to the front door, I suppose. If there is one.
Ew. Should I put you on the wrong damn floor? I did. I knew I did that wrong. It's like, that doesn't look right. There you go. Yeah, put you down here. Boop. Just read and unlock your
It's a
token.
spastic bear.
Really, I know.
I got places to be.
We moved him down lower if you didn't already see him. This way. Okay. So you walk up, and as you kind of put your paw on the door, you notice that it's got some damage, and it just kind of opens up.
Ooh, ominous.
And it's really dark in here.
I actually don't think I have dark vision as a bear as well.
Yeah, and you see this back wall is kind of broken through. Looks like steps from above kind of broken part of the wall. Probably the wall that was supporting it made the steps fall. And then there's a couple of doors. Oh, also, the door to the left is broken as well.
I'd like to sniff the air for any
Sure.
concerning
Perception
and/or
check.
yummy smells.
You smell blood.
Oh,
A lot of blood.
really? I've never seen this house before, right?
Oh no, I can't spy on the dream anymore.
That you can remember. And then you look kind of behind you, and it gets very, very dark outside.
Oh, this is one of those scary dreams.
And then you hear like something kind of fall over from an upper floor.
I jump. Be brave, Misfit. They would want you to be brave.
Help me.
Oh, God.
You hear coming from the door to your right. Please help.
Hello? Who's there?
Response, do you open the door?
Can I?
Of course,
Can I
it's your
just-
dream.
We're gonna push it open.
You push it open. And there's nothing in there. Wait, do you see some bloodstains on the floor?
Oh God!
You see one smaller hole of broken in the wood planks of the floor. It kind of opens up into a lower floor. But it's very small. And then you hear like a drawer slam from somewhere on the first floor from behind you. Yes, you do, Serena. As you kind of walk in the door that you came through, just gonna. It doesn't like fully secure, but it just kind of closes and it kind of taps and then falls back a little bit.
Oh,
There's 2 doors to your north.
is anybody home?
Actually, that door's broken too. I forgot.
Oh,
This whole place is messed up.
my name's Misfit. I think I am in somebody else's dream. Mine don't look like these.
Misfit, you just kind of watch as like a shadow moves in the room. You don't see it, but you see it at your peripheral, like something just moves. There's more to that room too. You see there is another part of the floor that is broken, but it is a much larger hole. And there are interesting marks that kind of surround it. You're not sure if that's mud or blood or both. You can taste it if you want.
I think I'm gonna stay far away from that, actually. I have, no need to go down into any sort of basements or anything. Maybe
You also do hear muttering coming from the door to your west.
Oh. Nice. Yeah, let's go this way instead. This way looks better.
You open the door.
And I'm gonna push open this door.
Um,
Cautiously.
you're feeling some resistance pushing inward. Make an athletics check.
Double check. 5 plus 4.
Yeah, easily enough. You just kind of smack into it. And you push, and you understand now why it was so difficult. As you push a dead body across the tile floor to open up the door, the entire floor is covered with probably 2 inches of blood, and there are about 18 dead people in here wearing red robes.
Welcome to the Grimdark.
Oh god. I think I wanna wake up now.
No, it's just res wizards. It's fine. Misfit.
Oh god. Where did that come from so I can run away in the other direction?
The whole, like, it feels like it's coming from the house itself.
So closest window. Join me, Misfit. Stay forever.
Yeah, no thank you. Wow, this is very yucky.
You like make your way through the yucky blood. And then you look, and there's someone sitting right here, like above the blood, more or less, just sitting on that piece of broken tile.
Cautiously approach. Hello? Is this your freaky house?
Kind of sits there. Actually work. Hold on. Why is it not letting me do it? We'll do it the hard way, I guess. Bear with me 1 second. And they just kind of look back at you, and their eyes are missing. And you see a red tiefling.
I was eating something.
You cannot escape me. I am everywhere.
Who are you?
And you watch as it kind of sits there, and then it looks up. And you just see there's this whole house is broken through all the way from this room up. You can see like out into the sky. And you just see some sort of large creature up in a cloud moving around. And you just see like an eye appear. Don't resist. And I need you to roll initiative.
Oh god. Oh god. This is freaky.
Do. All right. Misfit, technically you go first. You just feel this really, like your fur is up on end. What do you do? And then you just hear the gentleman in the room start to play a nice little combat tune.
Dun 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 dun.
I'm gonna spend my first round talking to this man.
Sure. What do you want to say?
Hey, I love meeting new people, but this house is kind of a bummer, and we could have a conversation, but this is freaking me out a little.
As he continues to play while facing forward, his head turns all the way back and looks in your direction. Can't leave now. Once you enter the house, you never leave. You're part of us forever. And he just continues to play. And just kind of smiles. End your turn?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shadow 18. It's just going to kind of start strolling around the room this way. 20 will take his spot. 22 goes down to where 26 was. Then you don't see what happens to 26 until it comes out of the wall behind you.
Oh,
It tries to drain at you,
hey!
and you kind of resist just naturally. Your turn.
Uh, I'm gonna take a deep breath. Try to stop freaking out a little bit. I hear whispers in my head. Go away, whispers. Big eyeball in the sky, right?
It's more to it, but you can see an eye looking down at you.
Okay.
Or just down.
I would like to attempt to shift into a giant owl.
Sure. Not even a blink, you turn into your owl form. And I had a drink because this is going to be hilariously fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up through the hole.
All right, owl form.
Yep,
And up.
yep.
26 will take an attack of opportunity at you. Oh, that fell off a natural 19, you lucky little owl. And you bolt up.
Oh, I have flyby anyways.
Oh, well then, yeah. Fair enough. Okay. How high up are you going?
Can I get to the roof?
Didn't you say this was a dream?
Mm-hmm.
Well, can't you put one of those on her? Where like in the dream where you're trying to run real fast, but you're like in molasses. And she just,
Oh, just
tell
wait.
me. Don't tell me.
Oh no, it's far worse than that. Yeah. You can go up, so it's a 2-story building. You can go all the way to the top if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Sure.
That's the wrong direction you want to go.
where you can't
What?
punch real hard.
Why? Stop telling me things. I don't know where this is, but you guys do, and it's freaking me out.
Sure. We're moving to the top section. So you're flying up from right there. You're level with the roof. Let me get another thing real quick. So mean. Where did she go? I know she's here.
I like how the dogs aren't synchronized tonight. Now they're all set. Now the other one needs to go out. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Let's see. A woman standing on the roof. You can't run. Also missing eyes. You also notice, Misfit, as
Yeah.
you go up, all 4 shadows turn into shadow owls and start flying after you.
What kind of freaky house is this?
And then you just watch as like 2 big shadowy arms start descending from the sky. They just look like shadow. They don't seem to have form, and they just start extending down. It's almost like the house is moving closer to them as they extend down. What do you do?
I mean, I guess if I die, I'll probably wake up.
As you're sitting there, think about it. The woman just looks at you. I'm sure that's exactly what will happen.
No.
Close your eyes, sweet prince. You go up, you go down, you stay where you are. Where are you going?
Just stop with the George Stop. Can you make me laugh? Okay, up is bad. Let's go back down.
Back.
Sure. Back down we go.
Told you didn't
You're
want
like, this isn't
there.
where I left my keys. Alright, so we'll go back down to where they are.
I'm gonna turn into this.
Oh, nice. So you drop back down.
Oh,
Okay. It is now their turn. Shadow 18. That's definitely a miss. Shadow 20. Will be nice. That one does it. Unless you got shenanigans.
Don't have shenanigans.
You take 10 points of damage and roll a d4 for me if you don't mind.
Oh, blah. You know what you're doing. No!
Your strength is reduced by 3, so note your current strength.
Good thing it's your Moorbounder form.
Like in your note form. And then go ahead and
Thank you.
reduce your strength by 3. That is all that happens from that. 22. He's just going to kind of float over here. And then 26 will kind of fly over this guy who's playing the music. Oh, no.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
no.
You just feel this one come and drain. And you just keep feeling weaker and weaker. Roll another d4. You lose 2 more strength. You just feel like the darkness kind of closing in around you. Like you almost feel like you can barely see the walls, and then you realize you can't. The walls are now made out of shadow. The floor is still bloody, and you just see this open void above you. The bard looks back. Don't worry, it will be over quick. How about a little ditty? And he just picks up to a more lively little tune for you to die to.
I like little ditties.
Rounded as fit.
You know what? If I'm gonna die, loading, loading. I would like to die in my house. What do you think? Stop whispering me. I'm gonna go here.
Mm-hmm. You disengage?
Nope.
All right, so that's 2 attacks. That's 18 and 26. You take 12 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Roll another d4.
Oh,
You lose 4 strength.
What's your strength at, Misfit?
Or
Oh.
And then it was 18? 18. Oh!
Mhm.
Roll another d4.
Dead.
Uh-oh.
You just start running and you just fall over, like right about here.
I wasn't running. I was backing up to cast a tactical spell, but I do fall over.
While you're backing up, you just drain and you fall backwards off this like little platform and into the blood. And you just feel like your body's starting to cease and like everything starts to get dark. And then you just see like this tiny little light. Roll a d100. Just needed the 35.
Oh.
And you just watch this flash kind of appear in front of you. You almost can't like look directly at it. And you just see as this hand reaches down for you. Roll a perception check because you can't see. This is just more grabbing onto the hand at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like armor, but it's like also wood. Hold on one sec. Where is my token? Where did it go? So many things at the screen right now.
I know that feel.
They did make better search filters. I think I'm looking for an image that may be different though. Hold on.
All right.
Did you? Oh no! Nope. I know exactly what it is. All right, go ahead and take your token.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Orcs.
Do I know?
Go ahead, Kate.
Oh.
As he pulls you up, you just hear, "It's much easier to find you if you actually call out to me."
Oh, hey, buddy.
And it's a knight. He feels semi-familiar. He kind of looks like Dustin, but very different. And just kind of picks you up.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Roll your initiative too. Just roll. Oh, right. So you would be at the top there. So go ahead and you go first.
Yeah. This is so he does like a count, and then he looks up and he like sees there's still the woman floating in the air, right?
No, she was just on the top floor.
Okay.
She was actually standing. So you see the bard playing music, and you see these four shadows, and then Misfit's just kind of unconscious on the ground.
Hold for a second. Yeah, I just need to refresh on this spell.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Does it say I get to pick?
Yes, you can.
Okay, yeah, then I am picking my creatures.
You might need to step up. Oh wait, it's 30 feet. Never mind.
Hang on. Is it alt click or control click to make a target?
Control click.
It's not. Oh, it is working. Okay. And I will do this.
That's a lot of failures.
Oh, I missed. I missed.
Nope,
one.
you didn't miss one. I had to.
Okay.
They failed too.
Okay, so that is this mini.
Oh my God.
Go ahead and describe it.
So he you see him do like a quick count. No, how well can Misfit see me? Because I'm going to describe it from his point of view.
He's laying on the ground, kind of watching you.
So you feel this hand kind of reach down and pull you to your knees and then let go, and then it turns in the blood because you can feel it splash and kind of hit you, a little bit, and then like you hear him like smash through the blood and like impact the stone. You think he like cracked whatever ground is here, and then another blinding kind of light flash, and you just hear like plants just come out and just start dissipating or like shooting their way into like shadows. Like a ton of vines just come from somewhere. And once like the light settles, you just see a bunch of vines just all around the room, and one's kind of impaled into the red tiefling. And I think that's. And then, hang on. Seeing as that didn't take him down, you then start hearing a like swarm of bugs come from somewhere. As I am going to quicken spell a mind sliver.
Quicken spell.
Yes.
Quicken spell.
Clear targets. I'm going to do this.
Now that's just rude.
And you just hear a bunch of like bugs kind of like buzz, and like I don't know if this guy's going to be screaming, but if he can,
No,
he
he just kind of. You see the pain in the face, and you just kind of watch him dissipate into shadows and fade away.
Ugh. What the hell did you get into?
As you're sitting there, Misfit, you just hear Misfit, Misfit. It's Simon's voice. And then you just kind of pass out. And you wake up, and Simon's kind of shaking you right now. Are you okay? Like, you look bad. Were you having a bad dream?
Yeah. Oh.
Here, and he gives you, like, his water.
Thanks. I drink all of it.
Yeah.
I had a dream that I was in a scary house. And I was getting beat up by ghosts. And then Dustin came, and he was super cool.
Sorry you had a bad dream, but you're safe now. Try to get some rest. And he just kind of, like, pats on your head. As he does, he kind of looks over at his hand. And he looks at you. You were bleeding.
Huh?
From where, like, you hit your head when you fell over. In the dream, you have blood on your head. Just a little bit.
Oh. Am I gonna be okay?
Yeah, and he's just gonna go ahead and he'll do, like, a level 1 cure wounds on you. Because he hasn't started his rest yet.
Hey, Simon.
Get some sleep, bud.
I look at Dustin. Is he just sleeping?
Yep.
Hasn't moved.
Alright. First watch finishes. No issues into second watch either. Let me roll on the rest, you guys. Rest. You wake up, it's morning, still just as dark as when you got here.
Okay.
So are we killing it?
Ooh, also, if you guys want, you can either have chat roll a D100 or you can roll a D100. I'll let Lou assign that one.
Let's give it to chat. If anyone's there.
I approve.
Oh, Excel's here.
Oh, yeah. Chat gets it.
Oh shit, that's a 1.
I turned around to get a beer for 1 second. Damn it, Excel. I love you to pieces. It's okay. All right. So the ritual did not get completed last night.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
All right. You wake up to a fresh day. It smells nice. The air's good. It's got like that deep,
Unsettling hag aura.
the unsettling hagor, but it's nice on the lungs to some extent.
I
But
can't
yeah.
believe I'm getting used to the rot.
I think being a pixie kind of helps with that.
And also because of the one, for whatever reason you got the one, none of one seemed to be affected by the natures of the environment and lose fingernails or acquire rashes or other horrible things today.
My hair's still gone though.
Just that one patch that fell out.
Oh, I thought it. Oh, okay. It's a bald spot, not a bald. Okay.
Yeah, if you would have picked at it more, you did lose a good amount though.
Okay.
Look at all them temporary hit points. That tripled your hit points. Serena has a ridiculously low amount of hit points compared. Well, actually, no. Serena and Marius. Serena has 38 hit points at level 9, and Marius has 39.
Not to flex or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Hey, they still get stuff done. I've been proven wrong many a times.
I have more than double both of your hit points.
Hey, I just remember Serena fighting those bugs in the cave on the caravan ride, and Serena went toe to toe with 5 or 6 of those things. And yeah, even Dustin was impressed the day he could remember that.
Yep.
All right, so you wake up, you're at the tree. You know you could probably get to where her house is. It's 15 minutes away. Are you doing more with the tree?
Oh yeah, that's why Dustin didn't leave, because he didn't trust that we would find our way back.
Sure.
His first words when everybody's up is okay, how do we kill it?
I don't really know.
Actually, stream. We do need. Let's see. How many do I need? Let's do. I need one more D100 for now. And Excel will let someone else go for this one. You'll get your chance again in a minute. Don't worry. This is to determine what Drew's mean is up to.
Oh boy.
And there's an 88.
Excellent. Even better. Okay. You haven't seen Drew's mean in a while. Okay, you have your day. What do you guys do?
Honestly, I have no idea how we'll handle this. Other than yanking out the amber, but I don't know if that will kill him. Have the amber just melt away.
I guess the next question is it better for him to die or to stay there?
Well, preferably not die.
Yes, it's preferred, but is him staying there worse than him dying? That is the question.
Hey, Dustin?
Yes?
Thanks for saving me.
I haven't saved you recently.
I did in my dream last night. You came from the sky like an angel, and you saved me.
That doesn't sound like me.
Oh, it was really, really cool.
Aww.
I don't think I could do that.
No, you could do that.
So do we just kill the tree and hope he doesn't die?
You didn't answer the question. Is him being alive in there worse than him being dead?
I have a couple new spells that I can try today.
Oh. Remember, we might have a fight. Or we'll probably have a fight.
Yeah. I'll make it quick. I'm gonna cast Speak with Plants. See if I can get this thing to talk to me.
Can you do that as a ritual?
See Misfit like staring at Simon for a couple longer than is normal.
He's just like eating some oatmeal or something.
No.
Okay.
But it lasts for 10 minutes so I can talk to the funny leaf as well that we kidnapped. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cast Speak with Plants.
Sure. Is it just a duration based, like 10 minutes? How long is it?
You imbue plants within 30 feet of you with limited sentience and animation. 10 minutes. I'll just drop it.
Wait, you give it sentience and then hit it with a psychic spell.
Might work.
Huh. Sure. Okay. Do. Oh, this is great. Okay. So you cast this on the tree or the branch?
Plants within 30 feet of me.
Oh,
So-
even
So,
better. Sure. All right. So what do you wish to do? You have the floor for 10 minutes, Misfit.
okay. Well, let's do the big tree first. Hi. My name is Misfit. You, I think, are eating one of my friends, and it would be great if you could stop that. Maybe we could give you something else to eat, or you could just spit him out.
No.
Okay. Well, maybe you could at least tell me a little bit about yourself. Like, what kind of plant are you?
Pull a persuasion check.
I take out my my coloring book and I start drawing like an image of this interesting looking tree, and I like have a spot to put the name, and I'm like waiting.
No.
No. Okay. I write no. Okay, you're I would love to be friends, but I think maybe you got off on the wrong foot or something. What do I need to ask permission from your grower or anything? Like, are you your own tree, or
Must always grow. Must always feed.
okay? What do you like to eat?
Feed.
Okay. Eats food. Good to know. I'm like writing down.
Roll an
stuff.
insight check as you peel out this tree. You get the sense he likes to eat stuff.
Yeah,
He's a pretty basic tree.
we got a lot in common actually. If I get you more food, how do I give it to you?
This one sustains us just fine.
I know, but I would be really, really great if we could get you something else.
When I finish with this, I will gladly eat
Okay.
you.
Okay. How long do you think it'll take you to finish?
At this rate, 5 or 6,000 years or so.
Wow.
Give or take a millennia or two.
Okay, you're a slow digester. Okay. That's fine.
No, there's just a lot to digest.
No, it's okay. We all have sensitive tummies. I know how it is. How long ago did you eat him? Like, was it a couple of days ago?
Yesterday.
Yesterday? Who gave him to you?
He was given as an offering. And he is mine to keep.
Okay. I'm gonna wave Dustin over and the others.
Yeah, misfit.
Yeah, so this is a very stubborn lad. Kind of reluctant to give it up.
Do you want to ask about the body parts?
Oh yeah, what's up with all the like arms and legs up under leaves and branches? Are they helping you?
Give me a hand.
Okay, yeah. Kind of walked myself into that one. Good one. Very funny tree. Mm-hmm.
Careful.
Roll-
This
roll,
tree has a leg to stand on.
roll a charisma. Roll a persuasion check. Of course.
This fucking guy. This is a funny tree. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, Lou. We could wait about 5,000 years, but
Yeah, okay, that explains. Okay, so it is the kid. Interesting.
So, question.
Yes.
I feel like I'm not caught up on the kid situation.
Where is Pinch?
She's still, I believe, in Serena's pocket, resting.
Ooh. Guess dying dead will do that to you.
Misfit's friend.
Yeah.
yeah, he's my friend. Yeah, he helped me remember when I forgot a while ago, like 2 weeks ago.
Telepathically to Lou. Well, I could try my deceptive tricks again. Seems a bit more animate now. Might do something.
Let's not exhaust ourselves, though.
It's not that much trouble.
And that being said, the other day I tried to draw some magic from the tree, and there is a lot more and a lot more powerful magic
Oh,
coming from that tree.
I'm not trying to siphon from.
I was not talking to you.
Oh, to Simon.
Yeah, I was talking to the person who asked the question about the child.
Yes, to Simon.
Yeah, we're buddies. I miss him a lot.
What else do you need to ask the tree? Or I mean, you could talk to other plants too.
Yeah, like lose stick. That's a conversation I want to see.
You want to talk to the stick?
Yeah, I
I wanna-
want to know about that stick real
Give me a minute. I'm doing my thing. Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Can only you talk to things, or did you like activate everybody in a radius?
It's all plants within 30 feet, Ken.
Okay.
I guess you could start a conversation.
Yeah. What was your next plan with Mr. Big O?
Well, we're still in like the getting to know each other phase.
That you are.
I just kind of want to know, like, is he happy here? Has he been well fed in the past before, or was he hungry a lot? Has the house been treating him right? You
What's
know,
his favorite
just
sandwich?
what's his favorite sandwich? Ingredients?
I'm still extremely proud of that question, okay? Nobody else is coming up with anything. I had to use it somehow.
Oh, don't worry, it'll be totally relevant. Just wait.
Having a pendant right now would be real nice.
You don't even want to know the lengths of the research I went to because Misfit mocked a shadow.
What?
Remember when you were mocking Simon's shadow?
Was that?
I told you I'd remember.
Oh yeah.
When did you mock a shadow?
I wasn't mocking it. I was talking to it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't like that. No, I remember. It's because he had a shadow when no one else did, right?
Yep, that's good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you made fun of it.
Oh, so it's like, yeah, no, that's not a shadow. That's a person.
No, there's another comment you made later after that. Don't worry.
There was. Okay.
I'll flip it to you later. Don't worry.
Okay. I probably said something goofy like that.
Oh, don't worry.
I didn't.
Yeah. So if you want time to think, I can mess with Lou's stick.
Yeah, totally up to you. You probably have half the duration left to play with.
Hey, thank you so much for the dono.
Yo, thank you.
Would you like that for healing potions, or I mean a heal or a reroll?
If Lou will allow me to talk to his magnificent rod.
Whoa, this is not Friday campaign. We don't have the magnificent rod.
You don't need to phrase it like that. You can talk to my tree branch.
Yeah, your hardwood.
Oh my God.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, first
This
thing
is
I'm
why
gonna
we
do...
don't have packages in this game.
Yeah, the first thing I'm gonna ask it is, so are you a dragon?
Well, technically, he has to ask it, I believe. Or did you prep it too?
No, everything gets sentience in an area, doesn't it?
Only to him, I believe.
You can question plants about. It specifies you can talk to them. I don't know if it doesn't say.
Let's see. Hold on. So communicate with you and follow your simple commands. Yeah, they can only really communicate with him. Like you can tell they're doing stuff, but that would probably be about it.
Okay, cool. Never mind. It's a misfit show today.
Okay. One last question for big guy, and then I'll swap to little guy. Is there anything at all that I could do for you to get you to give him back? Like, if you had one wish, what would it be? besides eating him.
What is a wish?
It's like when you want something, but it's kind of far away. You know,
No.
like, I want to go eat Tallulah's cooking again. That would be a good wish. Like that. Tallulah's my
What?
aunt, by the way.
Is a Tallulah.
As my aunt, she's related to me, I think. She's like my family.
If you could feel confused from a tree, that's about what you feel right
Have you ever wanted anything besides eat?
No.
You should think about it. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go talk to this little branch real quick.
Well played, Serena. All right, you walk over to his branch. You got, I'd say, 3 minutes left.
Okay. All right, little branch. I'm sorry for kidnapping you. My name is Misfit. Are you a dragon?
Roll a d100.
Can I make Dustin or Lou roll this one?
No,
I'll
it's you.
roll it. This.
Oh, okay.
You're talking to it.
15.
Hello there. Who's this?
Oh, my name is Misfit. This is my friend Lou, and this is Dustin. What's your name?
I don't recall. What? It's been so long. What year is it?
48. You have about 2.5 minutes until you can't talk anymore again. But I'll wake you up again another day, I promise.
So strange. Have you freed me?
Just a piece of you.
I cannot feel my arms. And I can't see you.
Well, we can work on that. But you didn't answer my question. Are you a dragon?
Oh, gods, no.
Oh. Are you a tree?
I'm a tree?
It sounds like maybe no then.
Do you ever know sometimes when people make bad decisions and then they just kind of roll into shitballs of events?
Oh yeah, all the time. We're doing that right now, actually.
Yeah. Oh, well, at least you're in good company.
Do you have a name, though?
I don't recall. I really haven't conversed with anyone in so long.
Okay. Well, you're in good company now, too. So...
Oh, really? What's your name?
Oh, Misfit?
That's not a name.
What do you mean?
Misfit?
Yeah.
What are you, a tiefling?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, my apologies. I have nothing against tieflings. In fact, one of my very best friends is a tiefling.
You know what? Putting this stick back to sleep.
You really?
No.
You have a minute left.
Do you guys have any questions?
Well, you asked if it was a dragon. It said no, right?
Yeah, I said no. I don't think it's a tree, though.
So it's more like they were imprisoned.
Oh yeah, you were in a
No,
you were in a hag's house
Wait,
garden.
Misfit, If this isn't a dragon, ask if he's a good guy or a bad guy.
Oh, that's a good question. Are you a good guy or are you a bad guy? Or are you one of those morally gray guys?
I wouldn't say morally gray. And truly, when you take the concept of good,
He's a bad guy,
and you take
Dustin.
the concept of bad,
Oh, he's. I
it
think we should
really
leave
is
this thing
just a
behind.
matter
He's a bad guy.
of your perspective.
He's a bad guy.
And that is where we'll end tonight.
No.
Don't do this to me again, man.
I didn't decide to talk to a stick.
No.
I can't do
That's
this
funny.
again.
Why is he everywhere?
We just can't get rid of him. Nobody can.
Why is he a tree?
Why is he a tree?
So,
I don't know what you're talking about.
What do we got going on Friday?
Friday, I believe. Where were we leaving off on Friday?
I think we just escaped a children ambush and we're about to follow Renard to Lord Grey.
Yeah, so I don't think everyone's there. I think Tanya and Baron were still back in the bar, but everyone else.
Yeah, Tanya, Baron, Solomon, and Ari are not in the Feywild at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Everyone else is currently in the Feywild, hopefully to find Lord Grey, find out what information he had, and get to finishing off these creatures once and for all, and hopefully finding a better name as well.
Yeah, because that made Theros jump in way too quickly last time.
Yeah, that was a misunderstanding, but it still worked out.
Hey, I'll just note out, I did not name them the children. He referred to them as his children.
Oh.
Okay, well, thank you everybody who hung out with us tonight. Thank you for their
Well,
new
why do we
viewers.
call them Spawn? Oh my gosh.
For our for the donos and the follows, very much appreciated. We'll catch you hopefully midnight Central Friday night for Kalsto's other game, and then Saturday night midnight Central for Grimdark. And hope you have a good rest of your week. Happy 4th of July. Hope you had a good one. And if you hang on, I'll find somebody to raid, but I'll roll the credits while I'm looking. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good
everyone.
night.
Bye.